I'm Catherine Alford from CatherineAlford.com. I'm a financial educator, a wife, and a mom, and I teach people how to be more confident with their money, but also more confident in life too. And so today, I wanted to teach you 5 ways to be more focused, even if you're a hot mess. All right, so I admit there are many days where I feel like a hot mess. I'm running a business and my husband has a really busy job. I have kids, I have a dog, I have a house, just like so many other moms out there. Some days it just feels like things are so crazy here and it feels like it's never gonna get organized and I feel so frazzled. And I know that on days like that, if I feel like a hot mess, it's probably because I'm not doing the 5 things I'm about to tell you. I have learned over time that these 5 things, if I do them every day and I maintain them as habits, I find myself being more patient, more focused, and having a lot more good days in a row. So I wanted to share them with you today. Now, I feel like as a society, all of us are having trouble staying focused. There are so many distractions. There's the phone, the computer, the TV, the news, and notifications. And I feel like from when I was in college to now, I feel like it's becoming so much harder to focus and remember things because the amount of distractions and people trying to get our attention and media trying to get our attention has gotten so much worse. So here are the 5 things that are working for me right now. The very first thing, and the one that is hardest for me to accept, is that you have to get enough sleep. And I know all the moms out there are like, all right, I'm done. Forget this video. It's not for me. Like, I get it. I'm a mom of twins. I still don't feel like I've gotten a whole night of sleep yet, even though they're older kids now, because there's always something that pops up or I decide to stay up later in order to have a few moments to myself. But the more nights in a row that I don't sleep well or I don't go to bed at an earlier time and things like that, like those are the moments where I get so frustrated and I lose my patience easily. And I know that for me personally, sleep is super, super important. So if you have to arrange to go to bed like an hour after your kids and put yourself down to bed like a baby, then go for it. This is the number one thing that I've noticed that has helped me be able to focus on my work and be in a much better mood for my family. And if I can every day make sure that I take care of my sleep, that is the biggest component to me having better focus the next day. So the next thing I want to suggest is that when you are sitting down and trying to do a task that you need to focus on and think about, whether you're paying bills or doing work or talking to your spouse about something important, is to take your phone and to put it in another room. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb almost all day long and it drives people crazy, but for me, it's the only way that I can actually sit down and write or make videos like this is when my phone is somewhere else. Now, the next thing that I like to use is the Facebook newsfeed Eradicator. Guys, this thing is magical. It is a Chrome extension, and I don't know about you, but I'll just find myself mindlessly putting Facebook into my computer when I'm trying to work. Then you see something cool in the newsfeed or someone's got adorable kids, and you go down the rabbit hole, and then all of a sudden you have no idea why 45 minutes went by, and you've like wasted your kids' nap time, and you beat yourself. It's like a whole shame cycle. Am I the only one that does that? So Facebook newsfeed Eradicator. Install it on your browser. What it does is when you go to Facebook, instead of showing you your newsfeed, it actually shows you a very nice inspirational quote. And when you see it, you're like, oh shoot, I'm not supposed to be on here right now. And then it helps you to hop off of it and go do something else. The next thing that I do to help me keep focused is that I make sure to get accountability. My personality type, I have to be accountable to somebody else in order to get something done. And it's kind of challenging because I run my own business and I've been self-employed at the time of this video for 6.5 years. So it's a little bit tricky for me because I don't have a boss, looking down on me being like, Catherine, you have to get this stuff done. So for me, I usually have a friend of mine who is also an online entrepreneur or my husband, and I will text one of them what I want to get done that day. And if I know that someone is waiting for me to tell them what I'm doing, it makes me much more likely to stay focused and get my tasks done. So not only am I accountable to someone, but now the Facebook newsfeed is gone and my phone's in another room when I'm doing something important and my notifications are turned off, and ideally I have slept the night before. So already, I'm in a good group and ready to go and stay focused. Okay, and so the last tip, the fifth tip I have for you to help you stay focused is to take some breaks. In fact, we as humans are not designed to sit and focus on something for hours and hours and hours at a time. In fact, the ideal time is about 25 minutes. And so you can set something online. Sometimes they use something called the tomato timer online, and it kind of goes up after 25 minutes, and then you can get up and stretch and move around and do something, and then you can move on to something else. And I've noticed that with my kids too. Depending on the age, little kids can only focus on something for 10 minutes, and then it gets longer as they get older. And so I don't try to force them to do something for an hour, because I know that even for myself as an adult, that 25 minutes is about the max. Now, if I want to get into this really deep kind of work where I really have to use my creativity, I also use a tool called Brain FM, and it puts this certain kind of music into your headphones that enables you to get into that deeper focus mode, and sometimes that helps me a lot too. So I know that all 5 of these things have helped me to avoid being a hot mess on most days. Not perfect, not every day, of course, nobody is, but they've helped me a lot, especially when I can do all 5 of these tips together in a day, and when I really keep track of my habits and really try to make sure that I'm actually doing them. I've noticed that my work is better, my mood is better, I'm more patient with my kids, and then everybody has a much better day, because if mama's not happy, nobody's happy, right? So I hope that this helps you too. Please subscribe to my channel. I have so many more life and money tips for moms coming right up, and I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, leave me a comment. I will respond to you, and I look forward to posting more videos and hearing what you would like to hear from me, and I'll see you on the other side. Once again, I'm Catherine Alford from CatherineAlford.com. Bye!